Once you've played your round as good as you can and you've entered in your best forecast right here as to pretty much what you think you're going to sell, you've gone through, you've done all your financial ratios, and you've got what you think is your best round possible, you might want to consider doing something they call a sensitivity analysis, which is basically what happens if you sold out and you didn't think you were going to, or what happens if you had a complete crash round. Are you still going to be getting all the points? And almost as important is, are you going to stay away from that emergency loan? So this is a good way to do it. And I haven't actually done the forecast here, but we're going to pretend for now that 1225 is the best forecast I could come up with. You'll notice that on my production sheet I can make 1,300 products, so I'm still within, or that's how many I'm planning on making. So I thought 1,300, it's a little bit more than what I'm actually making. And so if my forecast was 1,300, I would probably want to move this one up to maybe 1,400 or 1,500. Also recognize that this number just beneath that is how many you're actually going to make. So although I'm saying I'm making 1,300, I'm really only making 1,287. So just keep that in mind, that this is going to be your sellout number of 1,287. The 1,225 is just how much I'm going to make here. So once I go through that, I'll go to the nice spreadsheet that I've made up, and I'll go down and I'll fill in all of these. I'll go through and I'll run through all of the formulas that I've come up with, and I'll write down the expected. This is, to my best guess, what I expect to get this round, and I'll adjust my financials to match that. Once I'm done that, I'll go back and I'll look at the production again, see that okay, the most I can make is 1,287, and I may want to be making a little bit more just in case my forecast is off. You'll be able to get these closer once you've played the game for a little while. But for now, we'll take the 1,287. That's how many I could completely sell out with. You'll notice that I don't want to go with the computer's prediction, because that'll base all my financials off of 1465, and I can't even make that much if I tried to right now unless I change my current production. But then I'll take this 1,287 and I'll go through and I'll do all my financials again, and then I'll run through here, and that's my sellout analysis. You'll find that some of these, like maybe your leverage, might be off, and so try and adjust it to get it back in. Once you're done that, go back and do a crash analysis. Depending on how good you think your forecasts are, you may want to push this number out closer or further. For right now, we'll call 1120 our crash. So go through, and all this number here in the green box is changing is my financials. It has nothing to do with my customers. This is a completely internal number, and it's just telling me what my pro formas are for next year, how much I'm going to make, how much loans I should be taking out. So now I go through and I'll do my crash analysis, and say we'll do that at 120 for now. If you're not comfortable with your forecast, you might even want to put that down to 1080, maybe even lower. And then once I've got this done, I go back down to my spreadsheet, and then I fill in all the numbers for crash. The trick to doing this is being able to get your expected, your crash, and your sellout numbers all within where you're fitting. So whether your round plays out as well as you thought it did, whether you completely sold out all your product or crashed, you're still going to be getting a lot of your points. There's no reason that you should be missing out your 100 points for leverage or your current ratio. A lot of these, no matter whether you crash out or sell out, you should be getting these points, because if you make your numbers robust enough, by doing this, you'll be able to do that. And that's exactly what a sensitivity analysis does. Is assures that no matter what happens, you're still going to be coming out okay on the other side. Of course, it's not an excuse to completely fluff your forecasts. Still do the best you can, but it gives you a good benchmark to play off of.